Let me ask you about 60 Minutes. Donald Trump did truth about this. He's asking that the fake news, CBS, that re-edited Kamala's answers give an immediate apology to the public. Because when we have answers that are given and then CBS goes back and we have the truth, we'll put it up here, and they re-edit it, as Donald Trump says, I've never seen this before. When you slice and dice, this shouldn't be something that goes without being noticed. What is your reaction, and what should CBS be doing right now today to quell anything? If there was nothing sinister here, why don't they come out and talk about why they re-edited these clips, Jason?
Bianca, you're exactly right. When you think back to 2020, what the mainstream media did as far as manipulating coverage of the Hunter Biden laptop, what social media did for manipulating coverage, it's the exact same thing in 2024. Now, usually what happens is news organizations might go through and part of an answer might disappear, and they say it's because of time context, but usually in the case of a Republican or President Trump, it's to try to jam them up or to make them look bad. What I've never seen in the many years I've been doing this is for a news organization to go in and actually cut up the answers and put it together to make the candidate look better. This is unprecedented. I've never seen this before. CBS, first of all, they should be apologizing to President Trump. There should be some scalps. There should be some people who get fired on this thing. And they should have a real top to bottom review of their entire news operation, because that is an absolute disgrace what 60 Minutes did. And there's a reason why people don't go on that show anymore.
It is. And, it's such a disservice to Americans. We have 27 days. Early voting begins today in another battleground state of Arizona. Donald Trump will be in Pennsylvania, a huge rally today. Information is so critical. I want to get your reaction to a very disturbing arrest that was announced yesterday. There was an Afghan national arrested in Oklahoma. He was trying to plot a bomb on Election Day, working with ISIS. This 27-year-old entered, of course, under Joe Biden, Kamala Harris's open borders. When we think about the threat to our national security, when we think about it's all connected to also what's happening in the Middle East and the capabilities of terrorists to be here and the cells, we have no idea who's in our country, Jason. And this is another stark reminder.
Bianca, you're exactly right. We have thousands of terrorists who are in this country that we have no idea where they are. What Kamala Harris, as the borders are, has done to this country is absolute disaster, because it's made everybody unsafe. So think about when this happened. You go back to September of 2021. President Trump gave an interview literally the day before this person came into the United States, saying this is a big concern to allow unvetted people coming into this country. These are people who've been in Afghanistan, of course, after the disastrous withdrawal that Harris and Biden oversaw. President Trump called this, said this is what's going to happen when you have people coming in who are unvetted. And now this is someone who is very active in a mature terrorist plot. And this is some scary stuff. Thank goodness law enforcement caught this person. Think about the thousands of others who are out there who we have not caught. That's the concern. That's why everybody should be high alert, because of what Kamala Harris and Joe Biden have done to make this country unsafe.
Yes, and thank goodness they had this arrest. I do, want to also point out that while a lot of Americans now, the polls are showing they support deportations because they understand exactly what we're talking about here. But yet who on the left, the media, they're all worked up. We have Keith Olbermann. He wants Elon Musk to be deported. Elon Musk, the person who's delivering Starlink, who's not even born in America, who's trying to help Americans. He goes on this crazy rant. I want to play this and get your reaction, Jason.
It's time to cancel all the contracts and reassess his immigration status and hopefully deport him the hell out of the country.
I mean, these people, Elon Musk has, like I said, worked on Starlink, which FEMA has blocked. I hope if they need Starlink in Florida, it's not another recurring issue here. What's your reaction to Keith's rant?
Bianca, the most important thing that you showed in that clip of Keith Olbermann, down at the bottom, it said podcast, because that's what Keith Olbermann is reduced to. He is a podcaster, not even a good one. Actually went through the top 200 podcasts this morning. Didn't see Keith Olbermann anywhere. He is a podcaster. He used to be a big deal. Now he's small-time potatoes. But here's the thing. Elon Musk is helping so many thousands of Americans in North Carolina and Georgia with Starlinks, and actually putting his money where his mouth is. Not just his money, but his brilliant technology. That's great. We should have everybody helping out and pitching in. Good for Elon Musk. But Keith Olbermann, I haven't seen you down there helping anyone out in North Carolina or Georgia, so maybe just keep the pile hole closed on this one.